Websites that look extremely useless, but in fact each of them is extremely important to you as a creator in some very practical ways. And
to the entire humankind in the ways undeniably impactful
of shit. And nobody is talking about it. Hi here, Philip there. Let's go. Website number 6 that shows a woman that's about to be eaten by a wild stick. A site that points where you point, which points to the fact that the site is in fact pointless. Or is it? Even though this site seems entirely useless, it isn't. Not only does it feature a one-of-a-kind accidental copy of a wax figure of Benny Hill, it also contains a long-lost photographic evidence of a woman unsuccessfully trying to tame a wild stick. No, this site is a joke. And apart from obvious reasons why jokes and comedy in general are important, like cheering you up, making you laugh, relieving stress, bringing joy into your life, or making you boost your masculinity by punching a comedian in the face in front of a live audience, apart from these obvious benefits, I thought there is another one which we all experience but rarely pay attention to. Just like a good meme, this site makes you want to share it, which keeps you connected to your friends and sometimes starts very interesting conversations you wouldn't have started otherwise. It's also an interesting form of comedy, an interactive one. The oldest known joke is 4,000 years old, and it's about a farting woman. I did not include it in this video. Comedy, as a genre, comes from ancient Greece and has been with us for about 2,500 years. And the first ever website was put live only 30 years ago. So here's the thought. I didn't properly research it, so I'll pretend I'm a profound thinker who intentionally leaves the audience with a deep, thought-provoking question. Could this website, along with the sites number 5, 4 and 3, be the start of something entirely new in entertainment? An interactive web comedy giving rise to a whole different kind of a comedic genre and a cohort of new comedians? Or is it just a brief and painful, or is it just a brief and playful fling? Click, 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 click. A website number 5. A website that says, interesting.
There we go. Very happy. There, check. It's done. The button has been clicked. And that was fast. An adventurous type of subject. Whoopsie! Subjects' clicks are shorter than most other subjects. Strike fast. Yeah, click.
Basically, all this website does is it tells you about all your actions on it. Why? And who needs this?
Whoops! Subject is about to leave. That's troubling. Don't go. Don't go.
I think this site has two important purposes. The first one is, just like the previous site, it's a piece of weird and interactive comedy that feels new. And it also feels like with this amazing narration, it crosses more into art territory. And what's the purpose of art, right?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
However, the second thing that makes the site important is the thing that the previous site lacks. Universal hair removal wax. That second thing is raising awareness. It basically lets visitors see how much data about their actions, locations, and personal devices is actually available to websites on a regular basis.
It's weekend, in the middle of the day. Nothing else to do? Get a life.
A potentially concerning matter, or at least something that deserves attention. So the next useless site is 100% practical and very useful for creators. Number 4. Where you slap a man with an eel. How is this important? You see, eel slapping has been historically considered as... See that small link there? See that small link there? See that small link there? It takes you to the website of the team who created it. It was liked 200,000 times on Facebook. How is this important? Self-promotion. This is how. Weird, purposefully useless things can be integrated into your portfolio, link to your portfolio, or be your portfolio itself, making it viral and attracting new clients. This site is abstract and surreal, but it doesn't have to be viral. Number 3. It got 60,000 likes on baseball shit. It can be a thought-provoking, humorous and bizarre statement, or an idea that is expressed directly and verbally, like this one here, or through other forms of communication using tools available to us as interaction designers. And the thing does not have to be extremely surreal and weird to be viral. It can be a CCHFV, Crimean Congo hemorrhagic fever virus. Number 2. A website that is your father. Look. It is basically just Windows 93 in a browser. What do you need it for? Well, it's a piece of digital nostalgia. A museum with a single exhibit. And what's the purpose of a museum? It's a sleeping place for respectable elderly women, of course. The first Windows, the first iPod, iOS 1, Norton Commander, Edward Norton Command. Like restoring historical buildings from ground up using nothing but blueprints, nothing prevents us from recreating digital retro interfaces and putting them in a digital museum. For websites, there is already a Wayback Machine, a website that stores a history of 800 billion pages and allows you to visit a lot of websites from the past, which are either not online anymore or look completely different. So it'd be cool to see something similar for other retro interfaces that are not websites. And finally, number 1. This feels like a fun and very addictive way to make music. And from the perspective of web dev and interface design, I think this website is important because of these two things. First of all, as a designer, I think it's important to always explore new forms of design without being limited by anything. It's a good platform for innovation. And secondly, websites like this also inspire other developers and designers to do the same. So, in general then, why are useless websites not really useless? Sis. Sasai. Asasai. Azizia. Is Asia. Never mind. Innovation, self-promotion, awareness, starting conversations, inspiration, art. Thank you all very much for watching. Like it if you liked it, this really helps. Subscribe if you haven't, don't forget to look up, and see you soon.